It's time to take a break. If you've been hunched over at your desk, feeling tight through your neck, shoulders, back, and even your hips, then this routine is for you. We're going to slow things down, breathe, and give your body some much needed relief. For this routine, you'll need a foam roller or a large rolled up bath towel, an open wall, 1 to 2 throw pillows, and an optional mat to lay on for some additional comfort. There will be 5 exercises, each performed for 2 rounds of about 40 to 60 seconds in length. Feel free to pause the video so that we collect the needed items and prepare yourself. So without further ado, let's begin. Our first exercise we'll utilize is our foam roller thoracic rotations. To begin, you'll need 1 or 2 pillows to place your head on top of, and then a foam roller at around the serratus muscle or just below the armpit. Assume a 90-degree position at the hips and the knees, ensuring that your shoulders are directly in alignment with your hips. Place both hands together directly in front of you and then reach the top hand past the bottom hand, rotating your sternum down toward the floor. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, roll backwards, placing your hand on the chest, taking another deep breath in. We'll then sequence this, rolling forward and backwards, rolling out the lat and the serratus musculature, staying relaxed and breathing in at the end ranges of motion. You'll shoot for about 5 repetitions. That includes both forward and backwards rolling. We will now sit up and switch sides, assuming the same positioning, first starting by reaching the hand forward and then rolling back, placing the hand on our chest. If you found this too difficult or too intense on the lat and the serratus musculature, you may want to add a towel over the foam roller just to get a little bit more comfortable. And if that is even too much, then you may want to use the rolled up towels, as that can still be effective. We will now switch sides again, going back to the side you started with. This exercise is excellent for improving our thoracic rotation, shoulder flexion, and shoulder extension. Pro tips are to keep your knees together and try to prevent your ribs from flaring as you do the exercise, specifically when rolling backwards. Whenever you breathe in and you reach forward, you should feel breath around the shoulder blades. And as you reach and roll back, breathe in, you should feel breath around the chest. We will now switch sides for the last time on this exercise. And by this point, you should start to feel that you're loosening up. Neck, shoulder, maybe some back tension is starting to relieve itself. Take your time, rotate, and breathe. We will now do the second exercise known as the foam roller walkover. We'll be placing the foam roller at the hip, specifically around the elastic of your pants. This is good to roll out the glute medius muscle as well as the hip flexors, and we'll be stretching out our inner thighs and lower back. Lay over the foam roller with the pillows under your head, knees and hips at 90 degrees, shoulders and hips in alignment. You'll begin the movement by stepping backwards, foot flat to the floor, and think open up the knee while keeping the opposite side down on the floor, stretching your groin, and then rolling forward gently, attempting to face your zipper line down to the floor and rolling onto the hip flexor. You'll then sequence this back and forth, inhaling and breathing deeply at the end ranges of motion. If you're noticing that this is again too intense, similar to the previous exercise, you can simply lay a towel over the foam roller to increase the comfort, or just use the bath towels in the same way as you would the foam roller. We will now flip and assume the same positioning as we did with the side we started on. We will now flip back to the side we started with. At this point, you should start to feel that your back and your hips are loosening up, and that the tenderness is starting to subside a bit at the glutes and the hip flexors. Pro tips with this exercise is to try to keep the upper body relatively stable while the pelvis rotates back and forth on top of the foam roller, creating that lower back, inner thigh stretching. We'll now flip to the other side to complete our final set of the exercise. begin to move into the next exercise known as the foam roller hip flexor stretch. We'll be using this to maximize hip flexion and extension. To set this up, you will need at least one pillow, maybe two, and a foam roller. If the foam roller has been too difficult at this point, you may want to utilize those towel rolls. Start by lying on your back with your head and shoulders on a pillow. Bridge up to slide the foam roller at the elastic of your pants or at the top of the pelvis. Gently bring both knees toward your chest, and then while still holding one side, let the other leg extend down and out, going as far as it can, stretching the hip flexor without the knee rolling out to the side. It's important that you maintain the knee in direct alignment with the hip to ensure that you're maximizing the hip flexor stretch. If you find that it is uncomfortable to draw your knee toward the chest with your hands over your shin, simply just grasp the backside of the knee and gently pull the knee toward the chest. To switch sides, you simply just bring that knee back toward the chest, hold that side you just stretched, and then let the other side come down. While we enjoy the stretch, or simply just relax, breathing deeply and allowing gravity to do the work for us. The goal isn't to force this stretch at all. Just allow yourself to melt over the foam roller or the towels and let any excessive tension just slowly melt away. We'll now switch to our final set of this stretch, holding for the last 40 seconds to complete this exercise. We will now move on to our fourth exercise of the sequence, the rock back breathing. This movement is great for stretching out our back, shoulders, and hips. Utilizing a single pillow, you will sit back on your shins with your feet pointed out, with your knees all the way together. Place the pillow at the crease of your hips and fold over top of it, placing your elbows directly in front of your knees. You'll then think about pushing away the floor, protracting the scapula, or feeling the shoulder blades slightly move away laterally from each other. Keep the shoulders away from the ears as you then maintain this position, fully exhaling all of your air, pausing for 3 to 5 seconds, and then slowly breathing in through your nose. You'll notice as you inhale, you're unable to breathe into your stomach, which forces that air pressure all through your back, creating this stretch from the inside out. You'll then simply repeat this breathing process, keeping it slow and controlled, and enjoying the stretch. You may choose to take a quick break here, move around and readjust, or feel free to stay in the stretch and continue the breathing while we go into the next round of this exercise. be sure to keep your shoulders away from the ears and not to dome your back or turtle shell. Maintain the sternum parallel to the floor, as that will ensure that every time you breathe in, you get the full stretch, but without creating excessive kyphosis through the thoracic spine. We'll now move into our final exercise of the series, the alternating downward dog breathing. To start this exercise, you'll begin in a plank position. You'll then simply shift back your heels to the floor while reaching the opposite hand toward the opposite foot. Maintain this position as you then deeply breathe in and then return to the starting plank position. With each rep, you're maintaining your knees straight and not rushing each rep, ensuring that you're able to inhale fully, expanding the rib cage, stretching from the inside out, while you also stretch out the calves and hamstrings. We'll take a small break, relax the shoulders, and set ourselves up for the last set of this exercise that will complete this entire series. If you're finding that this exercise is uncomfortable on your wrists or too difficult on your shoulders or hamstrings, you may look to try a variation with your legs up on the wall, feet at shoulder width, and a pillow under your neck, and then gently reach opposite hand to opposite foot in a similar fashion to this downward dog. And that will complete our full exercise series. Thank you for tuning in to the very end, and I hope that your body is feeling looser, more relaxed, and your posture more upright. If you'd like me to do more follow-along videos like this, please let me know down in the comments, and be sure to like the video and share this with a friend.